We on? Good. I am Iron Man. I said it, and I mean it. I'm a superhero. And, I'm telling you, it's amazing. But what does it mean? Save the world? Change the world? What does it mean? I mean, sure, it's great to say. It's great to start foundations and give speeches and raise a glass and tell ourselves we're making the world better. But tell me, how can one guy save the world? It's not like I'm out of ideas. I'll tell you what it is. It's like every time I start to get my head around something really beneficial to mankind, like the Free Energy Initiative or global climate control, some genius shows up with an army of killer robots or some other ridiculous scheme for world dominance, and I have to drop everything and knock heads together. Take Roxxon. Great company, smart people. Not Stark smart, but smart enough. And they're trying to make an army of Iron Men. They can't even fit an operator in there. So they're literally brain dead.
Tony, it's me. We got a thing.
Talk to me, Rhodey.
Action at the Stark Archives, Chief. Suit up.
It's a big job, dear hearts. Trust me. And I'm the man for it. I am Iron Man. You wanted the best, you got the best. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea how to save the world. But I've been having a hell of a time making it up as I go along. Jarvis, what's going on? Did I forget to update my password?
No, sir, but the anti-incursion routines are showing as active.
Oversight, or are you just having a bad day?
Neither. The routines are not responding to the remote shutdown procedure.
Oh, so it's my fault? Check. Well, let's get rolling, Jarvis.
Repulsors are primed and at full strength. Sir, I'm picking up the signature of an item of interest nearby. My scans indicate these items can be used to upgrade your systems upon returning to the lab. Secondary weapons systems online. Missiles are now armed and ready. Cycle systems activated. The Unibeam is now available for charging. Sir, might I suggest your hover capability for this?
Already on it, Jarvis. But keep the good advice coming.
The control panel for this gate will have to be activated manually. Sir, there's a developing hostage situation in Warehouse 2B. Several Stark personnel are in critical danger from the hostiles.
Set up a meeting, Jarvis. I'm on my way.
Excellent work, sir. The loss of these scientists would have set back Stark R&D efforts for years.
That's what I love about you, Jarvis. You're all about the people.
Indeed, sir.
Multi-million-dollar high-tech facility, and I'm reduced to turning the doorknob. Need to hack that control panel. Make this thing work for us again.
Terrific work, sir. Hostile subroutine detected and eliminated.
So whatever was jamming communications is no longer a problem?
Confirmed. Communications are back online. Incoming transmission from SHIELD. Are you available?
Sure. Let's see what they want.
Stark, we are inbound to your location and are currently monitoring an anomaly in your R&D lab systems. Something is using a massive amount of bandwidth.
Jarvis, scan for hostiles near the mainframe. Jarvis? Great. Jarvis is down. Must be a problem with the mainframe.
What's the current situation?
Jarvis is offline. I'm trying to get him back up ASAP.
Tony, what can we do to help?
Got it covered, Nick. We'll get Jarvis back online and find out what information has actually been stolen. Got it. Now for the second.
Stark, we're looking at the DAT scan and it's not a pretty picture. We're picking up a large contingent of Roxxon soldiers heading your way.
Testing. Systems 1 and 2 restored. Running diagnostics.
One more system to go. Jarvis, let's get you all the way back.
Jarvis mainframe is now reactivated, initiating archive search to trace the data transfer. Please do secure the facility, sir. These guests of yours are making me uncomfortable.
Great to hear from you again, Jarvis. I'm heading back home.
Great to be back, sir.
All done on the ground, ladies and gents. Coming in. And get ready to work. I've been doing some thinking. This was a kidnapping.
What?
Kidnapping? There was nobody there to kidnap.
I shall try not to be offended, Colonel Rhodes.
Thank you, Jarvis. See, kids, this whole thing was to cover the attempted kidnapping of my butler. There was a massive data transfer during the fight. Jarvis is the only file array that large.
Who could possibly be qualified or capable of running a system that massive?
Not to pat myself on the back,
Of course not.
but what makes Jarvis Jarvis is that he learns. He has experiences and memories thanks to a massive neural web.
You'd need a lot of hardware and power for that. That means government backing.
Russia has been persistent about licensing an Iron Man program from us. Maybe they got tired of being told "niet" and made a deal with Roxxon.
Roxxon's the only source of viable combat drones out there after they bought out Hammer.
But Russia wouldn't risk this.
Not officially, but I know who would. General Valentin Shadolov.
Didn't he just declare himself emperor or something?
President. He controls the Tesla energy program for the Russian military.
With Roxxon hardware, his insurrection might succeed.
Gold stars for everyone. Jarvis, we're going east. Cheers, everybody. We're about to shut down a rogue Iron Man program before it has a chance to get anybody killed.
I don't mean to rain on anyone's parade, but entering Russian airspace is a bit beyond my pay grade.
No worries. We'll just hitch a ride the rest of the way. Stormbreaker 1, this is Rain Man.
This is Stormbreaker 1. What can we do for you today, Rain Man?
You're looking good, Nikki. Say, can we...
A little respect wouldn't hurt.
Of course. Permission to land, Director. Oh, and we'd like to look around a little bit. Inside Russia, near the Tesla.
We're responding to a direct request from the Russians now. Separatists have seized control of the Tesla facility using a heavy battle platform we've not seen before.
10 get you 20, we've seen it before. We just had a minor incursion into the Stark archives, the kind that leaves smoking craters.
I don't like coincidences.
And I don't believe in them. This is connected, trust me.
Tony, I'm picking up UN radio chatter. Looks like General Shatilov is showing his true colors.
We need to put this meeting on hold and go be heroes.
Priority 1 is to establish a shield perimeter around the refinery. Expect resistance.
So Shatilov's guys didn't concern themselves with civilians in the area?
Yes, sir. They may require your assistance.
Absolutely. They were too busy to lend a hand.
Please get us out!
What happened here?
Please, help us! This is not a fight. Find our comrades. They have the code to open this gate.
Glad to help. Do you happen to have the security gate code?
I'm sorry, no. I think Ivan might know it.
Of course. Wouldn't want this to be too easy.
My indications suggest moving into the refinery, sir.
You are, but you're not Ivan, are you?
No, sorry.
Heat signature confirmed from the oil platform. Sir, your repulsors would be an appropriate choice to extinguish those fires.
That's a choice I've got to take.
I am in your debt, man of iron.
Ivan?
Yuri.
Non-hostile signature in the loading docks.
Ivan, I presume?
Yes. How do you know this?
Lucky guess. Do you have the gate code, Ivan?
Certainly. It is 1111.
Of course it is.
I'm getting a request from the SHIELD convoy to help with an immediate threat located near the storage building.
Gotta leave something for them to do when they get here.
Now we can unlock the security gate.
I am in a cutting-edge, multi-million-dollar weapons system, and there isn't an easier way to unlock a security gate?
Upon further analysis, I've calculated we could have hacked the terminal.
Jarvis, we're not going to be talking for a while. Clear the table, boys. Bring in the convoy. You missed all the fun. Or not. Jarvis, what is...
Sir, readings indicate a fully functional armature.
Time to make a dysfunction.
The convoy may need your assistance. Sir, I have located brief specs for the armature in my files. I will continue analyzing.
We haven't much time, Jarvis. Get on it fast.
Destroy the convoy, sir.
Let's see what happens with me in its line of fire.
Be alert, sir. The convoy is still within critical proximity. The armature is closing.
It's tenacious, I'll give it that.
Sensors indicate an opportunity for a critical strike at the main body.
Time for everything I've got.
What do you think you're doing?
Hey, you. Just needed to borrow a few hundred of your satellites.
You don't have that kind of security clearance.
With respect, sir, I do. Roxxon's armatures were remotely powered, and we need to find the source.
All right. But don't overstay your welcome.
How many laws am I breaking right now?
Just find the power source and get out.
Got a winner?
Maybe. Take a look. Alt Energy large-scale power manufacturing facility near the coast of Siberia. It matched the range estimates and, hey, check out the contractor.
Advanced Idea Mechanics.
According to this, they're building Comrade Shadaloff an armored suit. The Crimson Dynamo? Shadaloff's got a remote energy source capable of powering it, too.
AIM is buying the energy off him to power the processor farm the stolen Jarvis code needs to run.
Right. They got a brain, and now they have a heart, too.
Now look at this.
Where did you get this image?
It's my job. S.H.I.E.L.D. has a spy embedded at that facility, and she slipped us that photo a week ago.
Hello.
AIM's involved. She could already be blown or black-bagged.
She's off-grid. S.H.I.E.L.D's in a Shaw scenario until we hear more.
Shaw?
Sit here and wait.
Not my strong suit. The facility is the target. If she's still there, we'll get her out. Jarvis, prep the armor base. Let's be awesome.
Not to break in on your awesomeness, but Shadaloff might be pissed that you put down that armature. I'm tracking multiple enemies inbound.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is still getting squared away. We can't repel any sizable force, which is where you come in.
Give me the contact info for your spy, and we'll call it even.
You cover the cost of ammo, and we can consider it a civic duty.
Sir, I am engaging your preset flight energy reserves.
Right. We don't need me falling out of the sky because I drew too much power. Jarvis, how's that update coming along?
As requested, I'll install your upgraded tactical and maneuvering systems firmware, sir. I am detecting some inbound enemy forces. Prepare for engagement.
You know better than to use the E word around me, Jarvis.
Might I suggest that we accelerate, sir?
Jarvis, when did you learn to have fun?
Actually, a scan of the bridge overhead indicates imminent structural collapse.
Should have guessed. And here I am thinking I was beginning to rub off on you.
No, sir. I don't mean to seems to be a rather large object up ahead.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Sir, perhaps those turrets will prove a suitable evasion test for your jet boots? My sensors are indicating erratic energy signatures with significant static charge. How would you like to proceed?
Let's get down there. Sounds way too tempting to miss.
Good morning to you, Dr. DeWitt. To what do I owe this pleasure?
For a man that's made it his life's work to bark orders at morons too stupid to find employment elsewhere, General Shatalov, you are absolute crap at actually following orders as given.
No man speaks to me in this way.
You have a leak, you idiot. A spy. You've been compromised. You and your whole team.
Ridiculous. I have perfect security.
Not only do you have a spy in your midst, but your eagerness to engage in battle has brought S.H.I.E.L.D. to your doorstep.
Let them come. We will be waiting.
Follow our agreed-upon timeline, or we're through. Am I clear? We are done.
Do not presume to give me orders, little typist. Prepare the dynamo and deploy the troops. The Americans are coming.
Sensors indicate a huge electronic signature surrounding that magnet. I recommend investigating the control panel.
3 different sources are powering the door's emergency locking system, Jarvis, but each one is capable of doing it alone.
Redundancy, sir. The methodology ensures uninterrupted operation and safety.
Tesla relays. I thought Shatalov would be a little less obvious than this. Tesla relay, and that makes 3. All right, Jarvis, let's tackle this maglev. Impressive. Little on the primitive side, but impressive.
Quite. It appears that the General's development team has made significant strides in Tesla technology.
Don't get too attached. We're gonna be blowing stuff up in a minute.
Has installed an extremely high-level security encryption scheme around the facility.
Bet I can crack it.
You'll need our shield operative to bypass the security. Structural scans indicate holding cells, and thermographic imaging says one is occupied. That is not there.
Looks like we need her help. And I could do with the company.
Sir, we will need to hack the cell door.
Good. That'll give me time to think of a good opening line.
Of course, sir.
Need some help?
I know who you are. Let's get out of here.
Hold up. I need you to bypass the base security encryption. You can do that, right?
Of course I can. We need to get to the control room. I can remotely access the security system from there.
Excellent. Well, let's move. You lead, and I'll cover you. Unless...
Unless what?
Never mind. I'll cover you. That way I'll be available. Just in case.
I'm indicating reduced risk should the SHIELD operative cover you instead.
Can it, Jarvis? I'm busy covering.
This should only take a few seconds.
Take your time.
Situation critical, sir. Ambush.
On second thoughts,
I'm in. I can't take the drones offline, but I'll open a few doors.
thanks. Very kind of you.
You're welcome. But save the gratitude until later.
Works for me. I can be very grateful.
Radiation levels are rising rapidly. We need to eliminate the source of the energy. The static charge within this room is building to critical levels. We need to exit immediately.
On your way? How? With the static charge level, you'll probably melt.
I'll use the vent access panels and the ventilation.
You just sent me the hard way for kicks?
It wouldn't fit in the pipe.
Right. You're...
That door, sir. There seems to be a rather large energy source beyond.
The safety protocols are engaged. The doors won't open because the Tesla coils and relays are still active. You will need to shut them down.
Everything must go?
If you want the airlock door open, yes.
I don't mind picking up the tab now and then, but come on.
You haven't got a chance. The power is rising through me. The power that will consume you.
And you will fall just as quickly. When are you villains going to realize that?
I have your spy, you know. All this effort to free her, and she lands right back into my hands.
What? Wait! No! Shadowloff, you son of a...
Goodbye, Mr. Stark. It's been a pleasure.
Scan the wreckage, Jarvis. Scan the area for signs of life.
Nothing, sir. I detect no heat signatures from the wreckage.
You won't find anything. I was simply in 2 places at one time.
She displaced her vital signs with a false signal from that sensor.
Clever, but it sounds painful. It's quite a gamble there, lady. But I'm glad it paid off. Jarvis, bring up the area scan and we'll search for survivors in this mess.
Unfortunately for the Crimson Dynamo, you chose the wrong me.
You were a traitor. I had to kill you.
Yes, and you failed.
You have betrayed everything you once stood for.
Because I stood for the wrong things. Goodbye, comrade.
How long have you been engaged?